Okay, let me deliver the first presentation of the one scheduled for today. It's an OPTIMA project overview. I hope you can all see my screen now. Yes? So some quick facts about the OPTIMA project. It is a 3-year project starting off 15th of January 2021 and will end on 14th of January 2024. It is a European grant under the Erasmus Plus program, co-founded by the European Union. It's a Key Action 2 project coordinated by Lviv Polytechnic National University. As you can see, the OPTIMA Consortium is diverse and we cover many European countries. You can see that we have 3 partners, 3 higher education institutions representing partner countries, I mean European Union countries, and 2 international NGOs. And we have 4 higher education institutions in Ukraine, governmental agency, and a research center. Here you can see our esteemed partners from partner countries and the logos, of course, right? And Ukrainian partners logos, which is interesting. It looks like Ukrainian partners really like the blue color, you know? Okay. And also we have 3 associated partners which will help us to implement the project. The original project idea came up during the Open Science Ambassadors Training at the European Council of Doctoral Candidates and Junior Researchers, and the initial consortium was shaped and the idea of project was discussed during the 9th International Youth Science Forum Literacy Tartibus, which was held in Lviv Polytechnic in November 2019. You can see some of the project partners here on the photo. What is the main problem we are trying to solve? The system of higher education in Ukraine is characterized by serious deficiencies, such as inefficient quality assurance and low levels of internationalization, which negatively affect educational attainment and reduce the country's general potential. Hence, radical modernization of Ukrainian higher education has been recognized as an urgent need to improve its quality, strengthen the ability to contribute to the country's intellectual and innovative capacity, as well as accelerate European integration in the context of Ukraine-European Union Association Agreement and the Bologna process. At the same time, another acute problem currently facing the country's higher education system is caused by the military conflict in eastern Ukraine. In 2014, the concept of displaced higher education institutions emerged. As since the beginning of hostilities in the Donbas region, 18 higher educational institutions have been moved from the temporarily seized territories. Displaced higher education institutions managed to resume the educational process, but continue to struggle with infrastructure funding and human resource problems, in addition to other common issues of the Ukrainian higher education system. Despite these obstacles, Ukraine has embarked on an ambitious process of political reform with special urgency and intensity after the Revolution of Dignity. Reformers are making efforts to increase transparency, accountability, and integrity of government institutions, including higher education ones. Unfortunately, full implementation of these vital reforms is a highly demanding process due to a lack of recognition of values of academic integrity, as well as widespread disbelief in the need of change at the local level. Widespread practices of academic misconduct and plagiarism, their high support within the academic community is among the key academic challenges facing Ukrainian higher education. Manifestations of dishonesty are promoted in particular by the absence of generally accepted ethical standards for academic integrity and the limited ability of higher education institutions to detect and assess existing integrity violations. The above-mentioned facts provide clear evidence of a systematic problem which limits the capacity of tangible progress in education quality with the existing means and tools in Ukraine. We conclude that there is a need for development and implementation of innovative community assurance mechanisms built of academic integrity culture. We would like to stress that integrity is based on the fundamental principle of transparency, which is defined as one of the main ethical principles in education and research. Transparency is celebrated as the most important principle alongside integrity in the guidance documents of contemporary scientific and educational communities. In our context, the principle can be defined as a characteristic of higher education institutions, as well as individual students, academic staff members and managers, of being open in the clear disclosure of information, rules, plans, processes, and actions. It is obvious to us that transparency and openness are the key ingredients to build and spread integrity culture based on trust. We understand that such a process of change requires time, especially when dealing with the inert Ukrainian academic system. However, there is an urgent need to start. Fortunately, we didn't have to look for the role model for long, as big things are hard to miss. Transparency is also at the core of open science, the global movement which is rapidly developing and has gained increasing European level recognition and popularity in recent years. Compared to the European Union, which is making ambitious steps towards open science, in Ukraine it is still in the infant stage. Please have a look. Here you can see the results of 2 surveys conducted by Lviv Polytechnic with the help of Ministry and Young Scientist Council at the Ministry of Ukraine in 2018 and 2020. So dark blue is people who haven't heard of open science. Light blue is people who have heard but have never practiced open science, and dark green are people who have heard of open science and practiced open science. So as you can see, the dynamics is generally positive, but we conclude that the dynamics among early career researchers which are under 35 years of age, according to the Ukrainian rules, the dynamic is not that positive. So we have to deal with this. But we conclude that open science vacuum should be treated not as a failure, but as an opportunity to use the constantly improving European open science best practices to finally get the situation in Ukraine off the ground. So the proposed strategy is introduction of more open and transparent practices leading to increased academic integrity, leading to improved educational quality. The open science roadmap is sure diverse. However, we believe that introducing open peer review has the biggest potential in Ukraine, as it brings together the already familiar practice of academic evaluation and provides hands-on learning opportunities for early career researchers, helping to build new skills under the collective mentorship of international experts. Hence, we plan to develop and implement an open peer review platform in Ukraine for academic conferences and build an international virtual community of peer reviewers and researchers on the base of it. Combined with general and subject-specific open science subjects to be introduced in the partner higher education institutions for master students and PhD candidates, as well as open online course for everyone, is intended to give our target universities and Ukrainian higher education system in general a much-needed impetus for change towards openness and integrity. Hence, we consider open practices as a quality assurance process and its technological backbone, the open peer review platform and virtual community of expert reviewers, as a quality assurance mechanism. So that's the general idea of the OPTIMA project, and I would like to hear your thoughts on this and answer comments if any. However, before we proceed, I would like to ask you to subscribe to our social media accounts, because nowadays, especially due to pandemic situation, social media is extremely important and it's crucial for dissemination of project results. So you can use these 3 QR codes to navigate to our social media accounts and subscribe. We are waiting for likes, comments, and shares. Thank you. So here are my contact information, and I would definitely like to answer all of your questions, if any.